Greetings, viewer in the oldest house. We are Kingdom Balance. Our community, the Balance Alliance, comprises of seekers who wish to uncover the mysteries of the Remedy-connected universe. It is a collection of fictional events for us, but some of them or all of them might be true in your world. If you're seeing this recording from the oldest house, then you are located in a very different reality from us. In our world, the oldest house is a part of a game called Control. Today we'll be playing the 6th mission of this game to explore the events that surrounding Jesse Faden in the oldest house. If you're located in the oldest house, this kind of thing may not be a surprise for you because a lot of reality warping happens there. For your safety, I've kept the device conceptually close to what the house should be able to handle in 2019. If you have some time, feel free to watch this recording and perhaps you can gain some insights from our perspective. So if you have... we do have a communication device in place. It's an old form of communication, and it's a paper folder that should be somewhere on the desk where this TV is set up. So if you look around, you might be able to find it. It's a purple folder with our symbol on it. It is a living document, and its contents will grow and evolve as we update more things on our side. If you wish to review its contents, you can just open it up and take a look. We also have a guest analyst who will be joining us shortly, and I'll be patching in their audio into this recording. And if everyone is ready, we can start. I'll be also I'll take a look at on my side of the document to make sure my today's goals are lined up. Today we'll be looking at where did I put the goals? I think it's in, if you're looking for the goals, it's in page 2, right under theories. So today's goals, we're gonna check out the TV show called Bright Falls, which is a prequel to Alan Wake's events, and which might also intersect with events in the oldest house. Gonna find out once we dig into it. Then we're going to, in the game, we're gonna find Dylan, because that's the next part, and then we're gonna talk to Dylan and we'll try to talk to Dylan to see if we can uncover anything. Optionally, we're gonna also check out some cool altered items, because that's the place we're gonna head into now as part of the story. And I'm going to activate the guest signal so they can join in whenever they want. Let's dig into Bright Falls now. I know that some of our seekers have actually played the Alan Wake games, so the Bright Falls series is related to that. Where is it? I think that's the signal for that. Yeah. So we will be starting with the first episode, and it's called Oh Dear. Okay, can you all see it properly? I'm asking the seekers as well, and let me know if the sound is okay, because this is a new thing we're trying. I don't know if the sound is gonna work out right away, but yeah. So this is the first episode of Bright Falls. Divers, There's a diver here, so it's suspicious. There's a lake and a diver. Makes me wonder who it is.
Riley's surprising us again tomorrow.
There's not going to be anyone left.
You're a dying breed. Jake, lighten up. We need the interview. You know Riley loves the book.
I bet.
Oh, and make sure to get him a signed copy.
Are we done?
Libby called again.
Hey, hold on a second, all right?
I'm running out of excuses. Hello? You there?
Sorry you had to deal with that.
Have you been home?
Come on, Hal.
She, didn't know you were going to Bright Falls.
Well, I guess she does now.
They are very quiet. I'm sorry about that. Just want to comment, like I want to just see what this is about. That one says, Dr. M.L. Hartman gets creative with new therapeutic approach. So this person here is clearly looking for or is somehow involved with Dr. M.L. Hartman, which those of you who've played Alan Wake would know that that's the guy who used to work with Thomas Zane. But then he opened a therapeutic clinic to work with other creatives to sort of access the power of the lake. And the picture shows him like in front of the Cauldron Lake Lodge. And I'm gonna check the sound because I think, yeah, it is a bit quiet. But I'll try to make it as high as possible. This is, I think, as high as it's gonna go at the moment. Okay, where are we?
So, what are you, a detective or a peeping Tom?
Both. A reporter.
Kinky.
Interesting choice of decor you have there.
That's Alan Wake, the writer. I'm a big fan.
I can see that.
What can I say? I like writers.
So that's Rose. Those of you who played Alan Wake would know that she was the, yeah, she worked at the diner and then she eventually got touched by the dark presence. Yeah, that's Rose. And we did see the cutout of Alan Wake in the game itself. So these events are just before he arrived there.
Whoa, I didn't order this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
So that was the first episode. As you can see, there were some jump scares. But, and there's a few more, but they're more like, you know, sudden scene transitions, not someone like actually like trying to scare you. Yeah, Deerfest. Yeah, Deerfest. That's right. That's the event that was going to happen. One of our seekers said, my tinnitus, love that sound. Yeah, that ringing sound bothers me as well. So, okay, so we're going to play the second episode. I started a poll for you all, so you can let me know if you want to continue watching this till the end, or should we stop at episode 3? And remember, you can use points to vote multiple times. So if you want to have a poll battle, that's an option. All right, so that was the first thing. And then the second one, episode 2, is Time Flies. Here we go.
Jake?
Toilet backs up, jiggle the handle. Card machine's down, so it'll have to be cash. Let's pay up on time.
You bet.
He said pay up on time.
Oh, is this quiet out here? What'd you do? Get rid of all the critters in the woods?
It's quiet ones you need to worry about.
This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. Some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deerfest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community.
Yeah, that's mainly what the book's all about.
You're still here.
Always.
You ever sleep?
I wondered why she was wearing makeup.
It's great to see you again.
Great to see you too. Sit.
How are things?
The same. Please don't ask me about the weather. How's Libby?
Good. You know, the same.
Well, which is it? Good or the same? Forget it. Don't answer. You're here for business.
Yes. Your standard below the fold puffery.
Well, what'd you expect? It's Bright Falls.
You know, I never figured out why you moved here.
No, I guess not. You know, I've actually got to run. Deadlines.
Oh,
If you need me, you know where to find me.
sure.
It's great to see you again.
You too.
That was a short conversation.
Hi. Jake Fisher, here to see Dr. Hartman.
Go right in.
Dr. Hartman, Jake Fisher.
What have you got there?
That's my camera. I use it to record interviews, if that's okay.
You're a writer, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, right?
So maybe you could start by telling me what inspired your book, The Creator's Dilemma.
For years, I dealt with patients who seemed lost, trapped in a reality of their own devising. Can you imagine? Neither could I. Until I began to think of their dilemma as a universal one. Just about people. Nice chatting, Jake. If you need anything else for your article, let me know.
Hey, this is Hal. Leave a message.
Hey, Hal. I don't know what happened.
Shouldn't be reading while driving. Exactly. I thought that too. Needs to watch the road. So yeah, he wrote all those notes while he was blacked out. And he even drew a deer. Oops. Yep. It's an interesting build-up. Very short episodes, but interesting build-up, I think. Alright, episode 3. I have the poll running. So there's still some time left, of about 7 minutes. No, shorter than that. So let me know what the results are. I haven't even been watching the results. Oh, yeah, less than a minute left on the poll. Oh, 100%. Let's finish it. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, very creepy guy walking with a giant deer head. I wonder if it's the same deer that he hit. You know? Alright, so next episode. So he just woke up in the middle of the woods.
Hey, wait!
Sounds just like you.
Hey.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Somewhere private?
Okay. Didn't Hartman say anything?
I don't think he knew. And this morning, I woke up in the woods, and my arms were just all covered in this, like, red mud.
So what do you think happened? Making powder in your sleep?
No, I woke up in the woods.
Listen, sometimes staying out here, it just gets into your head.
Well, I'm done with this story.
I know. Call me if you need anything.
Thanks.
You know, you were right. When you're done with your story, you really should go. Get back home. Clear your head.
That's why I came here, El.
I think you should leave.
Yeah, the bulbs keep burning out, which is a sign of, like, the dark presence, right? Love the setting. I love towns like this. Like, I love watching shows in towns like this. So since the poll got 100% votes on continuing, we're gonna finish the 3 episodes. Yeah, there we go. I've seen up to episode 5, so I don't even know what happens in episode 6. So that's gonna be a new one for me too.
I'm gonna have to send out for this.
How long?
Oh, 3, 4, 6 days.
6 days. Nothing overnight?
Well, if I can get Mary Beth to get Joe to make his rounds up there at Fern Ridge for Tuesday. And that's depending on the weather at that elevation, of course.
So he bought duct tape instead to patch up his car, instead of getting it fixed.
Jill, mind if I break your...
Wake allegedly caused 30,000 in equipment damages. In other news,
So Alan Wake had an outburst. That's what they're showing on TV.
Some woman just bit a cop in the parking lot.
That incident was mentioned in Alan Wake game as well, that he had a outburst after
No, looks so good, Jake.
after a party.
woman's like a feral animal. Give me a towel. Get something wet.
Deerfest, Great Falls' world-famous buckstravaganza, featuring Stag Party and the Doughboys. Admission's only $1, so come packing, come hungry, and don't come alone. It's a feast for the senses at Deerfest.
So this part is interesting. He woke up again after being blacked out. And he's the one in the body bag that was pulled out from the lake. So the diver likely pulled him out of the lake. Whoever the diver is, we don't know. Okay, so that was episode 3. Right? No, that was episode 4. Okay, cool. So now we're in episode 5. This one is called Off the Record. Apparently this is the final episode, but may not be. He's like doing this every day now. He's like waking up in a different place.
Jake, how we doing?
I'm fine. Fine.
Your message got cut. Everything go okay?
Yeah, too bad.
Oh, you get the book signed for Riley?
Can I talk to you for a minute off the record?
Of course.
Since I got here, I've been blacking out and waking up in really strange places.
What kinds of places?
The woods, the lake. Look, I'm really worried when I leave here. It's not going to stop.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think I killed a deer with my car.
It happens. May I? You know, I help people with problems, just like yours. Stay with us.
Ah! What the hell is that thing?
Just a light.
Ah!
He wants to see what happens to him when he blacks out. The battery is almost dead on that camera. But like now it is after the recording is done. He's waking up. The fridge is broken. Yeah, he got touched by the dark presence, but not fully taken over, just mildly touched, which is why he's like waking up at different times. Because the dark presence isn't fully powerful before Alan Wake got there, right? It didn't fully wake up, so it's just getting parts of that, which is similar to what was happened with Rose, I think. When Alan Wake, during the game itself. Yeah, just why the light hurt him, because it's inside. Now, I haven't seen the last episode. I don't know what it's about, so it's gonna be a surprise to me as it is to y'all. So let's do that.
Can I help you?
Been in contact with the owner of this motel?
Sam? No, I haven't seen him in a couple days.
He's gone missing. Found his boy in the woods looking for him. You mind?
Sure.
In this particular.
Well, I'm from the city, you know, and it's gonna sound kind of stupid, but I left the door open last night, and some kind of wild animal must have came in here.
No squirrely animal did this. These are the markings. What I'd say is a 14-point stag. Yeah. See the pattern? Cut and buck. Horn-rimmed entry points. You get a trophy deer here. You know that? Imperial. We fetched old Sam a hell of a prize. Yeah. It's too bad he flew the coop. Probably on some bender. He's got a bad habit. Boys are gonna love this.
He basically said that a deer did this.
So he has no idea.
What's
I
wrong?
need help. Come with me.
You have to tell me what's happening.
Just drive.
Are you gonna say anything? Where am I even headed?
Just get me out.
That's it? You just needed a ride out of town? Why did you even come looking for me? You could have just driven yourself.
No, I couldn't have. I'm not in control.
What does that mean? Jake!
É somente pra você. Eu vou embora pra te seguir. Vou embora, coração. Eu vou embora pra te seguir. Mas pra que serve a minha paixão? A minha paixão.
What is that shadow that's going over the car? Oh, now he's gone too. Hey, that's Alan Wake and Alice Wake.
Some guy missed a turn here. Probably a deer or something. Just be careful through this next stretch of road.
Okay, thanks.
So this was released before Alan Wake was released. I wonder how they, like, if there's any references to any of this in the game itself. I've never seen anything like it, like any mention of these events. So that's interesting. And that record company that they showed in the show, I don't think we saw that in the game either. Yeah, the one where she worked at. It looked like it said Bright Falls Record Company or something.
Yeah, it was a local newspaper. It said the paper for you, by you, or whatever, something like that. It's a news. She's a journalist too.
Okay. Well,
they probably met in journalist school.
That would make sense, yeah. Okay, well, that was Bright Falls. We finished the whole thing. So we can actually start playing the game now, I guess. I need a quick break, though.
See, if we were to replay Brightfall, I would look into any reference about the newspaper, because I have the impression that something happened with the newspaper.
I don't remember.
They were saying something like they were short staff or something like that. Like it wasn't really like a big thing, but a passing by comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also that the sheriff said something about, you know, a lot of people doing crazy thing, like just be, which would it also say like, okay, yeah, that's probably linked to that guy, and also the woman that bit the officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Like that's probably setting the tone that there was crazy stuff happening before he showed up.
Yeah. Our Seeker Shell Smiley says, you know, that was so good and so unnerving. I wish there was more. The 6 episodes were better than most horror shows nowadays. I thought they were very well made. A lot of horror movies, they are very overt. They show all the gory graphic stuff. In this one, most of the stuff happened off screen. And I think that is very interesting. That makes the story more interesting.
Yeah, it's still very unnerving.
It is, but it's not.
I couldn't watch the whole thing. I listened to it, but I couldn't watch it.
It's but leaving things up to imagination is a very interesting technique that horror should use more. You know.
So long as it's R that I'm not watching.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Seeker Fire says, also the sheriff asked to come in, but didn't ask him any questions. What do you mean? Like asked him to come into the office after?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. Oh, like when he came into the hotel room but didn't ask any questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's, I guess he came in to see if he sees something suspicious. But
I think he came in to see if there was any trace of Sam, the owner of the motel.
yeah.
Like, you're a stranger in town. You're probably the only stranger in town because the Deer Fest is not for another week.
Yeah.
Or whatever, few days.
Yeah, it was
and we're looking
week
for
at least.
Sam. So, and you keep the door half closed. So can I come in? Which is really like, if you have nothing to hide, you can open the door.
Yeah. Seeker Shell Smiley says, this also creeps me out more because I'm from a small town where a lot of this stuff feels very familiar. So it kind of hit like a really close to home nerve for me. So it really creeped me out even more. Makes sense, yeah. If you're used to living in a place like that. I find that logging town setting to be very interesting. I've seen several shows and games and stories in a setting like that, and I find that setting is so mysterious. Like, there's so many things that could happen in the woods. There could be paranatural forces happening in those parts, but like you wouldn't know about it because everything is so remote, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I see what you mean about him not asking any question, but I think the point was that he got distracted by the fact that the room was so trashed, and he just didn't ask question. And also, there's also another thing is that those episodes are 5 minutes. They have to cut everything. Every single syllab is taking time.
It's low
right?
budget too, but they did a really good job for.
They did an
such
excellent job.
Yeah, good cinematography, I would say. Like, very expressive. I feel like I need to take a break as well, so I think I'm going to pause for a bit, and you all can play some what's that game, Words on Stream, and I'll be back shortly, and we're going to pause the recording. Okay, we're back. We're continuing the recording again. Everything's activated. Let's open the main feed here. There we go. So we're at an exciting part of this story, and this is the part that I care a lot about. Well, we will get to a point later in our exploration that will reveal a lot about the Remedy universe, and I hope to get to that today. So today's goals, we finished the Bright Falls section. We finished all of it, actually, so that's fantastic. Now we are going to try to find Dylan. If you all remember from our last session, if anyone has watched the last session, you would know that Jesse had finally found the prism. All right, so we are going to find Dylan.
I wonder if other species would verbalize.
No hiss follows you in, right?
Like human hosts do.
And we have a lot of optional things to check, but we're gonna do that later. So we learned that Dylan was set as a candidate to be the next director because of his paranautical abilities, affinity for that. So they kidnapped him as a child and tried to train him to be a director, but as we saw that he didn't have very good supervision, even in terms of like the Bureau didn't know how to take care of a child, and they pumped him full of all those creepy TV shows about threshold kids, and he became probably messed up and was not suitable for the prime candidate program anymore. He became dangerous. And as a result, we have, they kept him locked up in the most highest secure section that blocks all paranautical activities. And that's where we're headed. The Panopticon. That's where we're headed. All right, let's start. Oh, this looks like a school. Well, conference room, but a school maybe. No video there? Okay. I guess there is no video to pick up there. Okay, so we are down here in the bottom corner. We need to go all the way to the north, up to where it says containment. Okay. We're not doing any bureau alerts. What's over here? I can see some hiss over there. Yeah, there's no documents. Interesting. Oh, there's something here. Okay. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file PUT for an introduction. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the blanks, affiliation with objects of power, the boards, I guess. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board evaluates who or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally blank than altered items. I don't know what that implies. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rather rarer than altered items. In fact, we have blank altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Okay, so they are less frequent. Objects of power are less frequent and more stable than altered items. Okay, so we got some hiss activity over there. Can just throw this at them. God, really? Now there's shielded ones approaching. One ally. Another one. Shielded ally there. Is that good? Why is this thing jumping up around so much? Okay, I think we got it. Having allies helps so much. Alright, so let's go upstairs and check out the top level. See if we missed anything there. These desks are nice. If we could remove the stuff from it, we could set up our workstation here, the next ones. Give me videos. Audio. There's an audio here.
Reminder. This week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
When it says termination, doesn't mean you'll get fired or you'll get killed. Because it's not clear. It's not clear who's gonna do it either.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
This place. It's got security, medical wing, and Panopticon. We're trying to get to the Panopticon because that's where the altered items are kept. And we are facing a lot of hiss over here. Oh, you jumped down right on time. Okay. Had to take that hit to maintain that. Expecting more to show up just as soon as we're done with this wave.
Those are explosive.
Come on. Oh, okay. Not too bad.
Yeah, not
that
too
was
bad.
a small group there. All right.
Okay. Reorganizing the room.
Redecorating. Putting it back to the way it was. Shatter projectile choke. I should... just make sure everything is looked at. Pink documents, we did that. Okay, so there's lots of triangles everywhere embedded.
From.
We're gonna look at the side rooms, I guess, first.
Yes. I think that's important.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot to explore. This place is huge. Hey, check this out. Look at this place.
Big map.
There's a big map with a lot of dots everywhere. And I don't know if those dots represent events or if they are like offices of the Bureau. I don't think it's offices of the Bureau because, well...
could be. It could be.
I don't think they have this many offices.
Well, it's not necessarily offices. It can be small stations. You know, where they have a little team.
Yeah, I wonder what the green lights represent and what the red ones represent. I was hoping to find Bright Falls on there or Ordinary, but neither of them seem to be there.
Where are they supposed to be?
The lines are transport route, says Seeker Fire.
Oh wait, there was something.
Oh, that's the control point.
Okay.
And then there's the... yeah. Where do we go first? There's just so much here. Now we're upstairs.
Yeah,
and that door is
those.
locked. It's the mechanical room and it's locked. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
so now we have something
there.
here. Mannequin supplement. Okay. Mannequin. Waltzed mannequin. The item was last owned by Madame Blank, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Blank, Maine, for reasons unknown. Maine, huh? Okay. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Blank. After her death, caused by Blank, The state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. So, you know, it makes me wonder, is it the same mannequin that were in those rooms? You know, those rooms in Synchronicity? I don't think it's the same ones, but...
I doubt it. I think that's going to be an item you're going to find in the Panopticon.
Okay.
If anyone's there, I could really use a hand.
What? Sounds like there's someone here.
Someone needs help over there.
Ah.
There.
Okay, we found a mission.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks?
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the motel court. He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
Okay, clocks is a
side quest.
So this is a side quest. We're gonna come back to it later because it's a bit involved. We don't really have time for it, so we're gonna get there later. So I'm gonna mark this spot in our notes as things to check out later. What's the best place to put this note? I think in our page 7 there's the locations, but you know what, we're gonna just, it's saved in our mission log, so we're gonna just come back later for it. So yeah, I'm not gonna make any separate notes on it, we're just gonna come back. So Seeker Fire says he's not gonna die back then, by then he's gonna be fine. He'll be fine. It's not a timed event. Wonder why that's significant to highlight how to get between places. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the meaning of that map is exactly, because it just seems a bit random. Okay, we got another document here. Pram procedure. Containment cell must be properly ventilated. Inhalation of the item smoke causes blank. Item is a baby carriage with a black shade and steel wire wheels. Left front wheel is slightly bent, causing a distinct wobble when pushed. Item produces smoke incessantly. Smoke density varies. Smoke is generated without apparent fire or ignition source. An incident in Paris in 1979 brought the pram to the attention of the Bureau. Smoke filled an antique store when the pram was being sold, killing the shop's owner. Update. Detailed records of the events leading to the item's discovery were destroyed in an incident in the Panopticon. Interviews with living witnesses were re-performed at the order of the Archives and Records Chief. They re-perform interviews just for the record's sake. That's pretty interesting. Okay, this is going back, so I'm gonna go downstairs and see if I missed anything. Soon after that, we're gonna head into the Panopticon. I'm sorry if this is a bit boring, but I like to be thorough with the lore. Because we're gonna get into interesting stuff now, and I don't want to miss it and have to redo this part. Not that the items are missable, it's just... It's tiring to go back to old places and re-explore stuff. Alright, so we're gonna head into the main section now then. Try to get to the Panopticon. Oh god, more of them. Every time I come into this area.
Yeah, it's bigger. I'm trying to go there.
More coming. Oh. There's a wave of all these exploding ones.
There's more. Another one.
Oh god, there's more. I think that's everything.
Using your dodge is a good idea.
Yeah, I haven't been using dodge very much, but it's useful. Alright, so we're going north now. That way. No documents up here? No. Alright. We're in the security section. We're at a security checkpoint because we're heading into the altered item vault. So it's important to...
Wait, what was on that wall?
I don't know what this is. Is this a wall of honor?
Oh, it's probably the people that died.
Oh, okay. People who got lost in the line of duty. And so we have the security thing
There's
here.
a thing there. Oh, that's a chest.
It's a chest.
Sometimes there's
okay, so the doors are locked, so I can't really go through yet. What about this side? Right, so... Hey, everyone, check this out. This is the mold. Do you remember the mold we keep talking about? This is like a less intense version of it.
Yeah, this is starting to come in.
Yeah, the mold is like medical wing. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Makes sense that the mold would be in the medical wing, right? Cool.
Yeah, there's
hiss there. Good thing the mold isn't like a very strong presence, but there's hints
they're
of
shooting at you.
They're here already.
Yeah.
Take a wheelchair. Okay, so I got two allies. They can fight a bit on my behalf. Because there's gonna be a lot more. That's done.
There's another one there.
Oh god.
He's in a bad spot here.
Yeah. Didn't get a good target on that.
Okay,
right.
let's explore every room. So that's the room you came in.
Yeah, so we're going around because our security gate is getting in the way. So we're trying to get around through the medical wing. That's what we're doing. Okay, so there's got to be documents here. Is there a door I missed? Is there any room I missed down here?
Yes, that one, but it's
Oh, it's a
blocked.
6. Do I have a 6? No,
you
I don't have a
f-
6.
You have a 5.
Where is this location? This is downstairs in the medical wing. I'll put that in our notes. Number 6 card. Here's medical wing, containment sector. If the viewer in the oldest house would like to refer to these notes, they are in the, I believe we're in page 8 right now. So if you go to your document, page 8 should have all these locations that we can come back and check later. So I'm just adding them to that. And so to continue, we're going to check the... Yeah, so downstairs is done, so we're gonna move forward now. All right, so we have... This door is finicky. There's more mold up ahead. And they seem to be interfering with the doors, so we gotta be... figure out what to do about that. Hey, these look like they will explode if I shoot at it. There's also this side door here, but I don't think I can get in unless I have the card 6. So I will make a note of that as well. There's 2 doors in the medical wing. Okay. So I'm gonna just shoot these. Okay, they do explode, so I gotta stay away from it. The mold is all over the walls now, and traveling that way apparently. Alright, so this should take us past the security. Just be cautious of the mold. I don't want to run into an explosion or anything. There's a room here. There's a hiss there. Just standing around.
It's a mold.
It's a mold?
Yeah.
It's a mold person?
Yeah, it's a mold person.
It's a mold person.
2 of them.
2 of them. Okay. Okay. Mold persons are creepy. There's more coming.
I think there's one behind you too.
There's another one behind me? No, no. Just coming through the door.
That's a lot.
Can I take them over? Well, apparently I can. Cool. They're attacking each other now, but I might still get hit by all the spitting or the spewing they're doing. Oh my god. There's not enough bullets. Is that enough? Oh, there's more outside? Don't they look creepy?
Yeah,
You all see that?
you.
There's like mold that has taken over the bodies of people.
Yeah, turn around. Because I think they're coming to the door.
They're trying to come to the door, but I think
they
they're getting...
coming to the door.
They got turned around. Awesome. The mold rush. Okay, that's a really bad pun. Okay, I bet that there is documents here that I need to take. So much mold. I don't like mold in real life. In our world, I don't like mold. Mold autopsy. Okay. The deceased was a blank-year-old, blank, with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold, in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased high blood temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needed to be noted. Cause of death, mold ingestion. So they actually ate the mold. But also, Dr. Underhill was the one that Emily was telling us to watch out for, that like she got lost in the research sector. So something to keep in mind. There's more of them. Fine, let's go out and deal with them. We came from there. Wow. What just happened? Where is it?
It's shooting?
That was scary.
They shoot at you.
That's a hiss, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, this place is full of mold. So that's kind of gross. Oh.
There's one there.
Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Finally, we're done. So these mold doesn't seem to be as aggressive as the molds we found earlier. What?
They're not as aggressive. They turn people into mold people. They attack you. I don't know why that looked pretty aggressive to me.
No, I meant it's not as aggressive as the mold rooms we found earlier where you couldn't even walk in, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So they're mild compared to that. Hey, there's a lot of stuff up here. What's going on over here? What were in these canisters?
Decontamination shower.
Oh, okay, okay. Clearly it's not working as well because there's tons of mold everywhere.
Yeah, it got taken over.
Okay, so it kind of implies that the mold came from a threshold. That's what the documents seem to imply. Okay, there's just mold everywhere. But we're coming up to the security thing now. Pretty close to it, I think. We should be on the other side. Yeah, I think we're on the other side of the gate.
There's something there.
There's a chest here. That's about it.
I think so.
Okay, so we're coming up to the security thing. And we're on the other side. Okay, cool.
Can you get into the security thing?
Yeah, I might be able to
document.
unlock it. Yeah. So let's see what's on up here first before we go downstairs. There's something here. Oh, chest again.
Who wants treasure?
Hey.
Ooh.
This is important. This is interesting. I'm gonna talk about this for a bit. All right, so let's go into photo mode because we want to get a closer look at this. Do you all see this? There's a whiteboard here, and this whiteboard is important. It even says so on the board. See? See, it says so on the board. This board is important.
You might want a different
I want a
lens.
different filter actually, so that I can see it. See, that looks better.
Yeah.
Neutral. Let's stay there. All right. So let's take a look at this. Do you see the symbols? The triangles. We have the black triangle, which we're familiar with. That's the board, the inverted black triangle. But we also have a red triangle here. And that is interesting because the red is the color of hiss, right? So on the note, it says important, feels important, and urgent vision. So someone had a vision about this, so they're putting it here. Writing this down so I don't forget. Saw this dream when I fell asleep during Dr. Darling's presentation. A food poisoning. I ate a mushroom salad for lunch. Okay. So a food poisoning somehow gave him this vision. Do not wipe. This is a warning. I saw an inverted black pyramid, the board, the astral plane, maybe. Then a red pyramid appeared underneath. What's that? It felt scary and bad news. All right. So this likely happened before the hiss even showed up. So that's important to know. Number 2, they moved to be on top of each other, like elevator lights. That's an interesting analogy. I thought it's an interesting analogy, like elevator lights going up. Is this the sector elevator? Yeah, that's a good question. It might be representing the sector elevator. Then they combined, docked. They docked with each other. Number 3, hour. Is that what it says? Hour? I can't really tell.
I can't tell.
It's an hourglass, a doomsday clock. It started flashing wildly. The sand is leaving down. Oh no. Felt terrible. Okay. So number 4. Now it's all down and the red is on top. This can't happen. We must stop this from happening. And number 5, they rule us now. I woke up screaming. This is a nightmare or something? This is a warning? Oh, this is a warning. Okay. So yeah, you know, from what we see here is like, it also implies that the hiss will have their own form of board, and they're going to come and take over the board and replace the board with the hiss. Like, this is what this warning seems to imply, right? Now, another thing I want to point out here is that you see the symbol where the board is meeting the hiss triangle, like that the 2 triangles opposite to each other.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same symbol. This is the same symbol that was showing up whenever in Quantum Break, whenever we had the loading screen. Remember that hourglass that used to show up to spin around? It looks a lot like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So this symbol is resembling that thing from Quantum Break. So I wanted to mention that. Anyway, I'm going to take a picture of this so that we can refer to it later. Let's do a screenshot for later. Okay. All right, so anything else over here? You know, the more I see this guy seems like Northmore. Like, I keep thinking he might be Northmore, but I'm not sure because he looks so much younger than Trench, and that's unlikely to happen, right? Unless because Northmore is like just so powerful that he just stayed young. Okay, what's on this side? This is the... Hey, look at this. Do y'all see this? This says Prime Candidate Program, which is what the that program is for building the for training the next director, which is what they put Dylan through. But number 6, so I can't really go in. I'll make a note of that. Prime Candidate Program, number 6. Document, finally. So what is this? Globe procedure. All right, no unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited, as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes, while the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth. Careful examination has revealed numerous blanks and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. Okay, that is fantastic. Can you imagine having a altered item that's like a globe of the world, but it has locations that don't exist in our version. So that's like, you know, won't you be curious to go to that location and see if that place actually exists? One of the islands has a city marked on it named Tan Relio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subject dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. Oh God, that's creepy. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in blank handlers. That's really messed up. Like, what is the globe actually doing? Is it putting them in a, like, trying to move them into a different dimension or something? Into a parallel reality with those cities where those cities exist, you know?
That's possible.
It's such a, like, an interesting thing that
then they wouldn't feel at home in this dimension anymore.
Yeah, so they're being pushed into a different... So it's almost like they're making their home in that other place. Hey, video!
Yes. Mm-hmm.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight, a slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
I love how awkward these presentations are. It's referencing
I love how excited he is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's like things missing in his presentation.
So, Glacier Yuri says, I was referencing the Backrooms creepypasta. You know, I don't know what that is, but I've heard of creepypasta. I haven't read any myself. I haven't investigated or watched any myself. I've heard people talk about it. Oh, Backrooms is a game? Huh, based on creepypasta and urban legend. Ah, interesting. I should look that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what that is because I generally don't play horror games and scary games. Generally. I mean, I made an exception for Remedyverse because I was so interested in the story. But yeah, okay, so I'm going backwards. Right.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Okay, the display is gone, but just before it disappeared, we saw red color in it, which kind of implies Dylan was affected by the Hiss. Oh, there's the button to open the gates. There we go. It's looking way too far. Alright, so here there's something. Another chest, goddamn.
Yeah, but I thought there was another one.
I felt like there was a document or something. I don't see it anymore. From that side, it looked like. Let's go through the. Yeah, let's try this one.
No.
Nope. So no. So we're going forwards.
Yeah, there's side doors.
I came through there.
Okay, that's where you came from.
Yeah. So we're going through here. Now. Our Seeker Fire says, I have a feeling Dylan doesn't need protection anymore.
We'll see.
Whoa, did you see that?
Yeah.
As soon as I pressed the first one, we saw someone. Someone's face just showed up. Did you all see that? It was only for a second. Yeah, I think it was Dylan who showed up. All right, so we're back in the motel. All right, so the usual thing, we'll have to find the key for this door here. All right, let's see what's up here. The motel is so pretty. It's just so relaxing. Probably have to ring
outside
the...
seem to change a little bit each time.
Hey, there's a ladder there now.
Yeah.
You see that? It wasn't there last time.
No, it wasn't. So it shows that there's stuff happening outside the motel.
Yeah.
I think one time we even heard people talking outside the motel.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time we heard people talk outside. Anyway, so we are at 3 doors again. Do you hear any noise?
Yeah.
I thought I heard something in one of the doors. Do you hear like screaming or something? I thought I heard some.
Yeah, I heard something too.
All right, the first room is open. What the...
It's upside down.
It's upside down. We're on the ceiling. Look at the ceiling fan. Okay. All right. Second ring. It opened the second door. Okay, we're right side up now. Hey, was that lamp there in the first room?
No.
I don't remember seeing it.
No, it wasn't.
All right. Don't seem to be able to interact with anything. Let's go into the third room. The only thing interactable is the painting, which is upside down.
Yes.
And that lamp is on.
Yeah.
That lamp is on. It's blue, and the painting is
upside down.
Let's turn it around. Okay.
I don't think there's a... Is there a way to turn it off? No.
Let's go back into the first room. Maybe there's something. First room. Oh.
Oh, it's upside up, and the key's there.
Okay, so when we turn the painting in the third room...
The first room turned upside.
Yeah, but there's no lamp in this one either.
No, it doesn't matter.
I guess.
Grab the keys.
All right, so we got the key. Let's get out of here. So our Seeker Fire says he heard a scream. Okay, so we're heading into the Panopticon, I believe. Whew, right. We traversed it. We created the passageway. So these, like...
It's been a long time since Dylan and I knew each other. I've wondered about him. What kind of man he'd grow up to be. Were things as hard for him as they were for me? Maybe in here, they were even harder.
These locations, you know, like they have this big emptiness, right? They are used for protecting things that are too dangerous to, like, you know. These are like security barriers, not just the black rock doors, but the security, the gaps are security barriers too. And we have all these doors on the other side. You see them? Like, I don't know if there's a way to get to them through other means, but like once we're able to traverse long distances, we should come back and check on each of these doors because I think they will all have mysteries, secrets. All right, here we go. We're going into the Panopticon. Yeah, we're crossing that big fire break. We're in archives, P6 cell, and security, so we're very close.
I think there's someone there.
Yeah.
He's singing.
Oh, he has guards. He has HRA, so he's fine. But have you noticed there are two people here who are singing? There's Ati, who sings all the time, and then there's him, and they're so relaxed.
Popping up all over the place.
Even though there's a crisis
What's going on
on.
with the items?
All right, let's talk.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jessie, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
I don't have time for
objects
this.
of power, and
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there, and it's wrecking the place. The Benicoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there. Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
So I find that he's actually,
You guys didn't bring, checkers or anything, did you?
he's very cooperative in spite of the crisis. He's not untrustworthy, he's not untrusting or anything.
Could have just said no.
Okay, so we're gonna finish talking to him, talk about all the other options.
Is the TV back in its box yet? There's no rush or anything, it's just, an ongoing concern.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about all these options. I'm gonna mute myself while we have this conversation.
Yes, me too.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here. How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them.
Did he say
Flipping
singing?
the lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me.
Yeah, he's very like very much an office worker. But
He's such an ordinary guy, you know. I came in as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. Like it's such like a boring background, right?
Yeah. And also like, okay, he mentioned there was an accident in the containment sector, and since then he got bumped up to management, and that was 8 years ago. It's something I wonder, what was the disaster 8 years ago that caused this kind of thing? Because it sounds like a big thing.
Yeah.
We should look into it.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here. I better not get blamed for this mess in the next performance review. I have a cat to feed.
I have a cat to feed. He's a cat person. Okay, so he's looking at the P6 cell over here, clearly watching the important stuff. Okay, so I know there's something here that's important. This document here. So this document is supposed to be important for the Remedyverse, especially people who played the other games. So we're gonna...
The sudden stop hits theaters
What?
tonight. Can't believe I'm missing an Alex Casey
What?
movie for this.
He's missing an Alex Casey movie.
The sudden... Okay, we're gonna pause for a second here. He just said the sudden stop hits the theaters. The sudden stop was the last book that Alan Wake published before he went to Cauldron Lake. And they made a movie out of it. It's an Alex Casey movie, obviously, because the main character is Alex Casey. So this kind of proves that this is in the same world, the same universe. Like, it just confirms it right now. It's not like hinted at anymore. Let's look at this thing. Thermos procedures. Do y'all recognize this? People who played Alan Wake should recognize this thermos. There's 100 of them in the game. So apparently this thermos is an altered item. Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos. No unique procedures required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. A blue coffee thermos with a white plastic cap and a logo of the Oh Dear Diner, located in Bright Falls, Washington. The cap doubles as a mug. The item responds to Formula I-16, yet no discernible altered effect has been discovered. Other than keeping liquids warm for surprisingly long periods of time, it's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality, before being poured into the item. So any coffee you pour in, it becomes better. The thermos was discovered on the shore of Cauldron Lake outside of the town of Bright Falls. Both are known sites of a recurring AWE. See Bright Falls AWE case file for further information. So there is an actual document on Bright Falls that we will see. According to witness statements, Alan Wake, see Prime Candidate Program entry for further information. So this kind of implies that Alan Wake was a potential candidate for the Prime Candidate Program, right? Is mentioned by name, who went missing shortly before the discovery of the thermos, had been seen blank, collecting similar thermoses for a blank purpose. So the fact that he was collecting thermoses in the Alan Wake game is also something that the Bureau observed. So like he was collecting them and they know that he was collecting the. So like they know some of what happened with him in Bright Falls, and there's an actual AW case file. Yeah. What are you saying, Seeker Shell Smiley? I thought Bright Falls was just a show. It's the same setting as Alan Wake's.
Okay.
Game.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
In the show we just watched.
Yeah.
The guy was possessed by the darkness every time he kind of fell asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this could make coffee refreshing.
Yeah.
And so it keep you awake.
I see. So this
is a blessing from Thomas Wayne to keep Alan Wake awake, really.
Oh, okay. I see that
to
point.
keep people awake.
So
Because if they don't fall asleep, they are not taken over.
So we're saying that Thomas Zane might have written this thermos into existence so that it keeps people from from falling asleep, so that they get like activated by the dark presence.
Yeah.
But also
there's
like
probably something that probably Thomas Zane knew that if you don't fall asleep, it's harder for the darkness to get you.
Yeah, okay.
If you're refreshed and awake.
Yeah, so the thermos is here somewhere in the bureau. The thermos is here. And, coffee is also like, there's an implication here. Because a lot of writers, if they're like working late in the night, you would drink coffee to stay awake. You sometimes write in coffee shops.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So there is an association between writers and coffee, which is what probably something that was implied in the Alan Wake game.
Probably.
So, yeah. Okay, so this confirms that Alan Wake takes place in the same universe as Control. It's not just a ranting on an Easter egg on a board. It's actually happening, which kind of implies that the stuff in the blog from Samantha, the House of Dreams that we read in the last 5 sessions, they also occur in the same universe.
Yes.
Not just across reality barriers, like they're happening in the same reality.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. There's more coming. This is just the beginning.
Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
Look at that. Look at this place. Look at the hugeness of this place. This place is massive. Look at that. Look at like how tall it is. I can't even see the top. I can't see the bottom. Can you see the bottom? I don't think I can see the bottom. And it's just this massive, massive place.
Yeah.
There must be so much stuff in here. All right, so that's a save point here. When I first encountered Control, I didn't know about Alan Wake and all that interaction. So this was just, slowly building up for me. I was like, oh, thermos. I wonder what that's related to. And it's mentioned Alan Wake. Is it like supposed to be in the same world or something? I didn't know how involved things were back then. Why am I going down? Alright, I'll check that later. Bye. We're going forward in the middle.
Yeah, you're going in front.
Secured the TV. Oh, the TV is here. Okay. Somewhere up there, probably. Do you see?
I remember.
Do you see the TV?
No, you have to walk forward.
Okay.
It's gonna
First
appear.
we got hiss. Then we got TV.
Then we got Morris.
Okay.
Those are coming. Those are.
Okay, got all 4. And I I need you to help me out here. Okay, so we got 7 out of 25. That's not bad. Subdue Benicoff TV object of power 4th floor. So we have to... We're on floor 1. We have to go to 4th floor. Okay, so let's start climbing. We're gonna be exploring this space a lot. So look at the size. We have to get there.
Yeah.
We are like, look at the size of each. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's go here. Maybe there's an elevator. I don't remember how we climbed this place. Another chest. Sure. I'll take it. It's odd to be tired of chests in a game, in a video game. You're supposed to get excited about it. Hey, check it out. What is that?
It's a mailbox.
Oh, it's the mailbox. Okay. So we got a mailbox altered item there. We don't know what it does. We don't have any documents on it. We'll check it later. All right.
What's
number
that
14 one? Is the... It's a picnic basket.
A picnic basket.
Okay. We'll come back to it later. I don't think we can interact with every item, but we can read about it later. Number 15, we got a fan. Number 16, we have a hammer? Is that a sledgehammer?
It looked like a sledgehammer.
Huh, okay, cool. P6 cell is on floor 5. AI containment is for floor 4. What is AI? Altered item? But all these are supposed to be altered item too. So what's special about floor? Anyway, let's go up. We're going straight to floor 4. Nice.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Very good point. I think a lot of it has to do with what the Bureau did to him. They exposed him to threshold kids. Oh God. Hey, where are you going? Who are you? Where are you going? Do you see that? Someone's floating around. Alright, so another thing to note here is that, remember RH was really happy about his boss, he really admired his boss, Salvador. Salvador apparently came in with his team to secure the TV. And so we might run into him. Something to keep in mind. We're in floor 4, right?
That was flying around, right?
Wait, why does it say... Oh, that's station 1. Okay, cool.
Be careful, there's enemies around, right?
Yeah, we'll have to watch out for the enemies. Hey,
that's empty.
It's empty. Whatever it was, it's gotten out.
Hello?
Oh.
Is anyone there?
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, this thing. Okay. You know what?
Poor guy.
This is a... We're gonna come back to this because we are busy.
It's a side quest.
It's a side quest, but it's kind of messed up.
It is,
but it is very important. It is one of the more important things. So we're gonna just start it, but we're not gonna finish it.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Okay, fridge duty. We're gonna do this later once we are able to even get in here because it's locked. We're gonna come back. Just hold on a second. Hold on for the next few hours. Don't blink for the next few hours. We'll be right back. Yeah, it is stressful. The fridge is like the worst.
Is that a door?
Fridge is one of the worst.
It's a closed one.
I heard something. There's a battle going on here. I'm feeling vibration.
Yeah, there's a battle.
I need a flying creature on my side. Thank you. Oh, don't fall. Come on.
No.
Did I kill her? Good job. Whew, alright. We got some rangers over here on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Seeker Dronan, how are you doing? We are in the first climax of this story. So, we're very close to where her brother is. He's supposed to be on the 5th floor in one of the cells here. But before we can get to him, we need to calm down this object of power that's wreaking havoc inside. It's a Benicoff TV. Oh no. Hey. Oh god.
Yeah, dude.
Run. Bye. Sorry for leaving you back there. I don't have a healing thing. We're gonna die.
Now there's blue in front of me.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna hide for a second, recover the powers, and then shoot that guy. Okay.
Take
Is that
them
enough?
over. Grab the
This place is
healing.
really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. There's documents everywhere, but
Oh, that's where you're going.
all right. So we are. Oh, that's probably where the TV is.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear them.
Okay. So, Seeker Drone says, "Don't shoot him trying to point out his room." What? Oh. No, I wasn't shooting at the room, and he's not gonna die. He's probably like super powered right now. But you were at your friend's wedding tonight and ready to crash out. That makes sense. Weddings can be quite fun and exhausting. Was it fun? Did you have fun today? I haven't been to a wedding in such a long time. Damn. What I love most about weddings is the food. I love the food at the weddings. You know, I'm gonna have 3 weddings myself so I can have lots of food.
Oh yeah, she totally will.
I mean, I might marry the same person like 3 times, but I'm gonna have different food each time, or the same food, just in... Anyway, that's besides the point. Wedding always makes me think of food.
That's the object of power.
Oh, look at that.
I need to cleanse it.
You know, I have no idea what I'm walking into. I don't even know what this object does. So, yeah, okay. I might die many times. Fancy old TV. Hey, we're looking at Twilight Zone here, apparently. Now we're inside the Twilight Zone spiral. And we're floating. Gravity has changed. Look at the spiral. Okay. This TV is very, very, thinks of itself as very, very important. It doesn't look like it got affected by the hiss. It's not red.
No, it's just...
It's just annoyed or something?
I guess.
Okay. So we're in here. We can't go back. It's like a really messed up, twisted passage. Is there anything on the sides that I can take?
I don't think you can do anything here except move forward.
Can't do anything other than move forward. What is that? That looks interesting. Do you see that?
Yeah,
oh,
everything
is sideways. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it makes sense the TV would be upset, because if all the handler of the TV, whatever they were doing,
Yeah.
Got taken over by the hiss,
Yeah.
then the TV would probably be upset.
That would make sense. Hey, Seeker Zanity. We're doing the hecking lurk, about to jump in the shower, but wanted to let you know we've been watching as able. Okay, thank you for letting us know. Yeah. So, yeah, we're approaching big climaxes in the story, so we'll keep you informed if you happen to miss it. We're about to face the Benicoff TV, which is one of the most powerful objects of power. Yep. Look at what it did. It twisted the entire space. Like, can I touch these? No, they're like frozen solid. Oh, some of them are not. Cool.
I think it depends on the size of the object.
Yeah, some of the bigger ones are stable. Like this one is stable, right?
Yeah, I think
I can't even
depends.
lift them up myself.
No, but those that shine are the ones.
So I wonder
There
if
is
Salvador
hiss.
here.
See, there's a bunch of hiss in there.
Yeah, but maybe Salvador's here. I don't hear any shooting, so I don't know if what they're doing. But these look really powerful. Can I shoot them from up here? No?
Can you use the gun?
They're level 4.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for your...
No, I can't shoot them from here. Look at the way
Yeah,
the
you're gonna have
space
to
is
go
working.
in.
Cool, we hope to put it in our bedroom TV when we're out in the shower and watch some before the sleeps. Okay, sounds good. Hopefully we'll be near the end and near the conversations by then. Alright, this battle, what I remember, is like really hard, so I might die many times. Just letting you all know. Can I start hitting them now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one down. Oh, who's shooting me? Oh, that guy. I don't think I hit him. When I first played this part, I didn't have C's on me, so I didn't have allies. I didn't have even temporary allies to distract the enemy. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh god. Oh
Go
god.
down, there's health. Oh, that didn't work well.
No, that didn't work well at all. Which one do I take? They're all like everywhere. They're on both. See what I mean about dying? Okay. All right, you guys. Okay. Come on. I hit you right in the face. Should have worked. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Alright, who's next? Oh, you. Oh god, what? Why didn't that work? Oh, because you're Salvador? Alright,
Yeah.
so we found Salvador. Oh, good shielding there. No! Okay.
Yeah, they're shooting you. Can you distract them for a second, please? Go, go. Yes. Okay. Shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. Where's Salvador?
Up there. Okay. Keep shooting them. That's fine. We're gonna take care of the other minion. This guy. Come on. Oh, come on, come on. No, 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 don't die. Don't. Son of...
Oh, you were so close.
Who needs safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who needs precaution? Dealing with the TV here.
We're talking about the new director. She just came in and picked up a gun.
Oh my god, how do you get a hit on me so quickly?
Hide from him.
That was a good dodge. Okay. My board countermeasure is done, so that's great. Who's shooting me? I can't see because of all the red. Okay, Salvador. Where are you? That's not Salvador, but I can maybe grab that. Yes. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, Salvador's half done. Oh my god, I ran out of power and I couldn't dodge. Okay. Oh, who's throwing a fridge at me?
It's Salvador. Salvador's throwing stuff at you.
Alright. Staying behind a cover. Who needs cover? I don't understand this concept of cover. You know, it's my fighting style. I just never remember to block. I never remember to block. I never remember to use the shield. Oh yeah, I have a shield. God damn, I forgot about the shield.
You do have a shield. You can also throw your shield.
I can throw my shield now because I have shield barrage now. Where is he?
There.
Oh, not Salvador, the other guy. Oh, he's hiding behind. They understand cover. Oh god, he's floating now.
There's people in the middle too.
Oh, he's on my side. And not in a like a friendly way.
Another one.
Yeah.
I don't know how many you can hold, but
I can hold 2, I think, at a time. Okay, Salvador, I can do that too, you know. Okay, that guy. Oh, why is he still focused on me? There's
because
other...
your guys are dead.
Oh, they're dead. Okay.
You need new guys.
I need new guys. I was about to get a new guy, but I don't know what... Oh, there he is. Oh, he's dead now. Oh, there's an exploding one. There's no way to seize while walking across. The problem this time was that the people that I attacked first died before I could seize them. Because if I had them on my side, I could use them as a diversion while I go for the people on the other side. But when I got to the other side, everyone was focused on me because there was no one to distract them.
Yeah, I think you need to like continually grab people.
Yeah, we're gonna have to grab people constantly. But, you know, I did finish this without seizing anyone before. It just took so much effort.
We spent the whole evening doing that.
Yeah, I remember. It was a long. But you know, I'm stubborn, right? So I kept doing it. I just hit you. Why don't you work? Okay. Alright, first one. Got it.
Yes.
Let's run. Okay, running worked. There's the second ones. They're coming on the... That doesn't help. Oh, there you are.
Assassin.
Oh, he threw that thing at me. Okay. Oh, who's shooting at me? Oh, that guy. Alright, don't have a clear shot. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, you need more people.
It's getting worse. Because last time I came over, there were 2 guys on this side, and now there was 0, so it's like...
I think you crashed too fast.
Yeah.
They didn't have time to go over there.
I'm not gonna waste it this time. Alright, got you. Almost. I'm behind this pillar. Stay behind this pillar for a bit while the distraction happens. Oh god, he still focuses on me. Alright, you. Okay, you're dead. Okay, you.
There. Oh.
Right. No, there's a shielded guy there. I could get him if I get a clear shot. Wait, there's someone here. Okay.
There's one at the bottom.
That didn't... God damn. It's just... I wish I could, like, hide... Oh, I can get you. Okay. Cool.
Careful, he's almost...
right there. Oh, God. You know what? Shield up. Okay, cool.
You need to grab people. If there is anyone to grab.
Salvador's shield is like multifaceted. Like there's like multiple layers to it. So one hit doesn't do it. Okay, I got that. It's partially. Almost had him. It's too far away. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of options right now.
There's a guy in the middle.
Where?
I think he's going that way.
Jeez, he's breaking my pillar here.
Yeah, he is. There.
Okay, one more.
Careful.
Okay, that's on my side. I don't know what.
There's someone else that was shooting you.
God damn. Start with you as soon as you're activated. There we go. Alright.
There's always at least one person that come in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, there's
one
that dropped. It's too far away to seize. Okay, Salvador is down.
There.
Like Salvador's act. Oh god.
There.
Alright. he's shooting Salvador, right?
I think so.
Okay. Damn it. Okay. There's gotta be another one. The missile guy. Yeah, where is he? He's over there. Okay, I just put myself in danger. There you are. Where are you? Oh. Oh. Okay.
There.
Okay, got another one. Salvador's way over there. No, go through. Okay. I'm gonna come over here.
Nope. Nothing there. Is there only
This pillar
Salvador
is...
left?
I think there's only Salvador left. I hope there's only Salvador left because...
You need shield. You need to use shield.
Okay. We're not doing the best. Where are you?
He's at the
Where
bottom.
does he keep disappearing to? Okay, shield up. Okay. No, get away. Take a seat. Hit him. His shield is back. God damn. Okay, run. Where is he? There you are. Half shield gone. Other half gone. Shoot him in the face. Oh god, he gets his shield back so quickly. Oh god.
You need a shield too.
Where'd he go?
Where is he?
Oh.
He's there.
Showing off his freaking shield. Oh my god, Salvador. And I have 0 health, so... Shield up. Fracking hell. Okay. So I counted about, what? 5 minions and 1 Salvador? Is that what it is? Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 minions
At
and...
least 5.
And then...
6. There's another one over there that you almost don't... And
Oh,
7.
wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
9.
And Salvador is the 9th one,
No,
right?
9
No, there's
at
a
the
9 at
top.
the top. God damn. So there's 9 minions we have to deal with.
And that's... that. Wait. Look again. I thought there was some that were lower a little bit, but no. Well, there's at least 9 to deal with.
Yeah. Start with you. Okay, he's readied his attack. He's launching at me. Okay. one's done. Another one here. Oh, come on. Why didn't you hit that? Okay, I went behind that just on time. Okay, cool. Okay, I got 2 over here. I'm gonna try running. There's one right in front of me.
There's another one there.
Oh god.
There.
It's the missile guy, I think. Salvador's right there. And he's shieldless. Somebody shoot him.
Yeah. There's one there. Yes.
Okay, somebody shoot Salvador. He's too far away from me. Okay, they're taking care of him. Oh, that was a good hit on Salvador.
Ooh. Because you have a rocket guy.
Yeah. Where is he? Where is he?
He's up there.
He's about to shoot, so I'm gonna wait until he's done shooting.
There.
Now he's gonna bring up his shield. Okay, his shield is gone. Is that him?
He's shield again.
Okay. Half shield gone. Second half gone. He's gonna shoot. Ah, good. I hit just on time. Where is he?
He's supposed to be there.
Okay.
He's still there.
It's all the red. I can't. Oh, he's about to shoot. I'm gonna wait a bit.
There he is.
He's behind the cabinet. I can't really reach him. Take a seat, Salvador. Okay, he's gonna... Did he drop his rocks? Oh, come on. Got it back again. Oh god, it's about to get ugly.
Dodge.
Oh, come on, come on, come on.
He just threw his shield at me.
Oh, come on. There was just... Look at the health. No, 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 no.
That thing was Salvador, the head of security.
Yes.
His team didn't stand a chance against
Holy
him.
shit.
No one here does.
Oh god, did you all see that? That was so
That
close. Like
was
we almost
amazing.
died. I got the last hit just before like he would have killed me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, good.
okay.
Yeah.
So much adrenaline. That was just
Okay, go on the edge. There's stuff.
Seize accelerator. Oh, that'll be useful. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you just took it. It was, I think, a 52.
Hey, let's just heal.
Okay, there's documents around before you do that.
Another object of power
There's
gone nuts.
documents there.
Here we go again.
Alright, let's just grab these things. Oh, anchor! Yeah, anchor's important. Thank you for sticking out. You all, thank you for sticking out through all that repetition, but we finally did it. Now we are Reading again. You know, so that's the nice part of this game, the reading.
Yes.
All right. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the blank. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew blank by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Blank rescued the four, called the Navy? I don't know. Rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates, Blank, and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. The agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor. They noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Blank to the U.S. port of Blank. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau via the Blank. So the Ocelot's anchor is an object-altered item, and it's got an anchor and a shimmering sphere with light behind it. We don't know what it is, but it's a paired altered item, apparently.
Okay, don't touch the TV yet. On the other side, there's
a chest.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Is there any other documents or anything around? Because I don't know if this space will exist after.
No, this space doesn't exist after.
Oh, okay. It disappears.
That's why I was insisting you take this stuff.
Okay.
If I remember well, that just disappeared. But I don't think there was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't see. Oh, I don't really see any.
I don't think there's anything else. I think everything else was just fighting area.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's fix this TV. Look, there's a spiral space behind it. The TV is causing that.
Let's fix the TV. Change the channel.
All right, it's cleansed now. Let's touch it. The TV babysitter levitates superhero over the obstacles.
Ooh, cool. Levitate.
Use levitate to complete the astral plane challenge. Cool. All right, I want to point out what the board said. Use the TV/babysitter, which implies that TVs are babysitters. They're used as babysitters ever since their invention because parents, you know, that's what parents do. They delegate the raising of the child to the TV. But I also like the implication that levitating is a superhero thing because...
Yeah, that's cool. That's actually really
Look at that.
Cool.
Look at that. Look at this. This is my favorite power. This is my second favorite power. My favorite power is the launch. But look at this. This is so cool. This is so cool.
I would say my favorite power is either levitation or seize.
Seize is really useful.
Seize is really
Okay, so we got an astral spike over there, freaking out because it can hear thoughts now. So for those who haven't been around for the last astral spike encounter, these astral spikes, they're like mini singularities or something. They respond to thoughts. So if you are a sentient being in its presence, it's gonna try to devour you. It doesn't devour thoughts.
I think you can go over there.
It doesn't devour thoughts, but it devours the person having thoughts, basically.
So it stopped the thoughts that way, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so it can't get me as long as I go around it. While levitating to fall while Slow fall. Okay. Whatever. I'm doing it already.
There's enemies at the bottom, so just keep up high.
Well, I can just go above them, I guess. That is terrifying. It devours thinking entities. Fry from Futurama might be safe from it.
Yeah, that he is the only person that is safe from.
Rifna watches Futurama, so they would be able to tell more about that. Am I going
It's
there?
because he is his own grandfather.
Oh God, is he?
Yeah. So, because he is his own grandfather, he doesn't have the same brainwave as normal people.
Okay. There's an enemy. Should I deal with it? Where's my exit? Over there.
It's
Okay.
Further.
I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah, you better go higher up right away. Yeah.
Okay. Newsflash APB. The hiss static, our broadcast, what?
Must stop.
So the hiss is getting closer, our broadcast must stop, or?
The hiss is trying to hide.
Dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Okay.
The hiss is trying to follow into their communication, so the communication must stop.
Sorry about that. All right. So now that we have this power, imagine all the places we can now go to. Remember all that high places that I couldn't reach before in our previous recordings? You might remember. Okay, now we can go find Dylan, and Dylan is in floor 5 over there. So that's where we have to go. All right. Before that, since I'm here, I'm just gonna do a quick tour of like all these altered items, in case I missed any. This is an empty.
You didn't miss any here.
Okay.
You did all of them here.
All right. So later on in our later sessions, we're gonna go through floor 2, 3, and 2 and 3 and check out the altered items there. But for now, we need to get to floor 5 somehow. But now that we can levitate, I'm sure there's
a platform. Yeah, no, you won't be able to do that. You're gonna have to go down.
I'm just looking around to see if we...
Yeah, there's a platform on the other side. I think we noticed it earlier. See there?
Oh yeah, there's a halfway stuck platform. We can get up on that. All right. Well, that's good. Is there his coming? Yep. Okay. I don't see you. I know you're here somewhere. Hey, look, there's a little ledge all around the Panopticon that I can probably walk around. No, I can't. It's too small. I'm gonna... In some games, I'm sure you can do that. I'm worried that I'm gonna just run into the enemy and it's gonna...
They
destroy
might be
me.
upstairs.
Oh, that's true. They might be upstairs. Okay. Let me just cross over then. We're coming up to an exciting point, so I'm a little excited because I know what's coming. Oh,
yeah,
snipers!
They're shooting at you.
There's snipers up there.
Okay. Yeah. You have to go middle. There.
Where are you? Where are you shooting from? Upstairs? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna activate my shield.
That is more logical.
There you are.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
There's more?
Oh, they're coming back up. his snipers. That's one of my board countermeasures.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, okay, so there's something here, right? It's a bit of a workaround. It's a bit of a navigation, but bear with me here. There is something important here. Like, do you see, like, that's an object of power.
That's
like,
a swan?
Sorry, not object of power, an altered item, the swan. But do you see all the rubbles here? And like, it seems to end there. You know, the door is ending there. But on the outside, when you come here and go take a look here, there is a space there. There's a space there and a space there, seemingly. Like, just around the corner, you can see, like, there's something there.
And there's a red door.
So clearly it's blocked off somehow because of maybe some damage that happened, you know? We're gonna try to go there. We're gonna try to go there to see if there's any altered items over there. Oh, there's a... What is this? What is that? Is that a balloon?
Yeah, it's a balloon, like a birthday balloon.
Cool. That's an altered item too. We can't get there. I'm gonna take a quick look here. That's the water cooler. I want to see if I can find the thermos. Because it should be here somewhere, right?
Oh, there's someone dead there.
Dylan.
Okay.
So
P6
close.
cell, that's where Dylan is, okay? So before we go there, that's the main part. I want to see if I can get to that secret section or the hidden, potentially hidden location. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're on the other side. There might be... Oh, there's no items.
There's just a...
Okay.
What, an elevator or something?
There's that space. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is the hidden location. See all the rubble? Okay, almost fell. Okay. All right. This part is important, so everyone pay attention.
Okay.
Especially Remedyverse people. Hidden location discovered. I got 1 ability point, which is fantastic. Now, what items are here? See, there's lots of rooms here. Okay? Let's explore them. Alright, this is blocked off. Maybe documents. Nope. Okay. This one.
Oh, there's a document.
Look at that. Look at what that is.
What is it?
It's something that's flat on the table.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get closer. Do you see that?
I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they're all the same. It's a hideous trap my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you insane.
Manuscript page?
Yep. That's a manuscript page from Alan Wake.
Awesome.
And that's why you see him talking. And there's a document. Typewritten page. Okay. It's an altered item. No unique procedures required. A standard letter-sized typewritten page with minor water damage. Right? The page is full of text, but apart from the top 7 lines, all the rest has been violently scratched out. Scratched out. That's an important point because Alan Wake's alter ego is the not alter ego. The doppelganger is called Mr. Scratch. Only a few individual words and phrases can be made out. The page emits a dim glow in the dark, so it emits light similar to all the pages that Alan was picking up in his game. The pages themselves emit a bit of light.
Yeah.
when the text is read, there's a feeling of dislocation, as if witnessing the page being written as you read it, and as if reality around you was being blank to match the words on the page. This feeling is made stronger if the text is blank. I don't know what that means, what that represents. Forensic and linguistic analysis confirms that the text has been written by Alan Wake with the same typewriter as the earlier materials discovered in Bright Falls 2010. See Bright Falls AWA's case file for more information. So this is an actual document page written by Alan Wake, but they didn't find it in Bright Falls. It was found elsewhere, and that is the important part. We don't know exactly where they found it yet, but I'm sure we're gonna get there eventually. So let's explore this a bit more. Maybe there's something else here. What's here? Ah, there it is. There's the thermos. That's the thermos altered item. So I guess they had this section primarily for Alan Wake's materials, but somehow it got cut off from the rest of the Panopticon. And we don't know what's behind this. It's closed off and we can't get to it. So I don't know if there's a third altered item related to Alan Wake that's behind this, but we can't access it. Anyway. Oh, there's a fourth one too. Anyway, so that was the Remedyverse stuff. Right. Okay, now we're going to the main section. We're gonna come back later to explore all these different things. But yeah, we found the type page and we found the thermos. Damn, look at all the dead people. Okay, that door has to close first before this one opens. Yeah. All right, let's pick up the stuff that we see. What's over here? Oh, that's a chest. I have to go on the other side.
Hello.
Is that Pope?
Can you
Is
hear
that
me?
Emily? Yeah.
Jesse.
Hold on, hold on. Hold on, I'm doing something here. I have to go on the other side. Just a second. What happened here? That's the intercom. Look at that.
Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Okay. So the new mission, we just finished the main mission of finding Dylan. But we can go back quickly and talk to him because I think that's gonna be important. Okay, we don't have card 6, so we're gonna make a note of that near the P6 cell. Now, when we go talk to Dylan, there's gonna be a lot of reveals, like a lot. So anyone who's interested in the Remedyverse, this is like our main thing here. Okay, so now this is what Dylan Faden daily observations. Okay, 9:30 breakfast is brought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed, asks for television to be turned on, staff do so, lunch is brought, breakfast is removed, eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to self, recording speech is not possible due to noise from television. Huh, interesting. Becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass, sedated, crew clean the cell, television is turned off. Comes to, asks for television to be turned on, staff refuse. Sleeps, Television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior. Sounds like he was using the TV to kind of like hide what he was saying to himself.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean. Back in Ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau. If she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family and friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
Okay, so it sounds like they were trying to use Dylan to find out where Jessie might be so that they could get to her as well. Yeah, in the Y had a spicy tone for sure, yes. Our Seeker Zanity was pointing out that the way he asked why was very pointed. Alright, middle of the stairway I think is the... You know... Okay, because they told Dylan that Jessie could come here if she wanted, he assumed that she's not there because she didn't want to be there, right? It's because of that he assumed, like, he felt more abandoned because he believed that she would be there. She had the choice to be there. And the fact that she looked for the place for years is not something that the Bureau did or could reveal to him. So that increased his sense of being abandoned. Just need to get to a control point so I can get to the... where is it? Cool. Oh, we got rewards for the board countermeasures. Cool. Still need to do this one, which is his snipers. Okay, that's fine. 5. Oh, look at the new abilities. We got the levitate one. 10% of levitation duration. Okay, we'll take that later. Let's go to talk to Dylan. We're going back all the way to... Where is it?
Yeah, Central Executive.
Yeah. Then we're going into the boardroom to talk to Dylan. So excited. I don't know if the viewers in the oldest houses are just as excited, but I'm not sure if I'm just straining your reality by talking about all this, but from our perspective, it's really interesting to see how, yeah, this is like the climax of the first act. Or would that be a second act? Could be the second act.
I think it's the second act.
Alright, where's everyone? Polaris is pointing to that location. Hey, there's Arish over there.
There's also something there.
Yeah, Polaris is telling me to go there.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit. God.
What's up?
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old Ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish.
And I won't let them stay hiss.
That was that's a mission to find tags that everyone was wearing, that his team was wearing. Should we do this conversation now? Should we do this conversation and like all the options, or should we come back for it?
You guys find whichever you want. I want to go directly to Dylan. Go directly to Dylan.
Okay, so Seeker's Energy says here comes a point where the truth doesn't suit the harm done. How many acts are there? I think there's 3 acts. So this would be the end of 2nd act. So, well, let's just say there's about 10 missions in the main game and 10 main missions in the main game and 2 DLCs. Then DLCs are like 2 or 3 missions each.
Plus
the side quests about the mold, and there's a bunch of stuff. So
yeah, the mold is like a
kind of like a split off. Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna talk to them later. Let's just go talk to.
You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Let's just go talk to Dylan.
Yeah, he's in the
let's talk to
Stay sharp, Faden.
Let's talk to Emily first, and then
Dylan.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
Okay, here we go.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know. He's clearly been affected by the hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Okay. He's just upstairs. All right. Moment of truth.
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but
The chant he's doing is the hiss chant. It's a representation of their resonance.
push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a new you. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you hear
yellow
me?
and red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Surface into the way. You've always been a new you. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to be
stop
true?
that? Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in, you've always been here! The only truth! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the Containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time.
Okay, a little break here.
Happiness comes.
So we can talk to him more. There's more stuff.
There's more quests.
There's not just quests, but there's more connected universe stuff. But so far, just to recap, so the slide projector is something that Dylan and Jesse found together in Ordinary's landfill. They use that to go into open up doors to different dimensions, and a lot of things happen, paranormal things happen in Ordinary because of it. One of the dimensions led to the hiss, and there's a dimension that led to Polaris. They found Polaris together. But when he was brought to the Bureau, Polaris was around to talk to him, but Polaris did not give him any powers. And he had no power to escape the Bureau. So when they were brought in, the slide projector was also brought in. And the Bureau studied the slide projector. And at some point, they used the slide projector to open up the doorway to the hiss. And the hiss came in, and then once Dylan encountered the hiss, Dylan invited the hiss into himself. Because of his hatred towards Polaris. Because of Dylan's anger towards Jesse and towards Polaris, he invited the help of the hiss to gain power. So the hiss enabled him to have way more powers than he did before, which he used to basically escape the confines of the Bureau. So he thinks that the hiss is the solution to freedom, and like hiss is the better option than the Bureau and the board. So, and he detests the Bureau for capturing him and trying to use him and all that. But so from his perspective, the Bureau is the villain, and the Bureau is the one who basically controls you and confines you. So the hiss liberating him from that was the better option for him. So that's why he embraced the hiss, because he was like completely out of hope for any other option. But he said that there's stuff that the Bureau is lying to her about as well, and she can find out more when she finds out about the Prime Candidate program in details. Yeah, the hiss is his savior. Yeah. So now, okay, now that that's done, let's talk to him more. There's more reveals that I think he can give us. So now, the words are gonna be really important to pay attention to. So let's focus on it.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye.
Okay, interesting dream, right? It's an interesting question. It is odd that their names are so neutral. But I want to point out something else. He just referred to the combined name as Jesse Dylan Faden. If you think back, if you remember when first the board, there was a point in time when the board talked to her, and they kinda used that name. They used it with a slash, so Jesse / Dylan Faden, but it's very similar, right? In this dream that he's talking about, it kind of implies that they were the same person. And based on what we know about how this story revolves around Jungian psychology, That has a lot of potential. We're gonna get back to this later, but something to think about.
The picture is you holding the picture. When you hear this, you will know that you're in the new you. You want to listen. You want to...
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office and something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
You are a worm through time. The thunders who distorts you.
Okay.
Happiness comes.
So,
Red in the eye. Through a mirror, the invert is made right.
he was supposed to be, they were grooming him to be the director of the Bureau, right? So that dream could relate to that, potentially. Something we're going to come back to later. But that song that he was talking about, there's 3 steps to that dream. First was the office job stuff. But then he mentioned that the dream shifted and they were in a game. And she couldn't stop playing the game. It's kind of like it's almost referring to the game that we're playing, the video game of Control. And it's almost like he hates the fact that the game is being played because it goes against the hiss. And then the musical, the song he talked about, I feel like I've seen a reference to that song in the House of Dreams blog. You know, that part where I think Samantha mentioned something like, oh, it's just an ordinary girl in an ordinary town, in quotation. And I think she was talking about a song, so maybe it's a reference to that. So he mentioned 2 dreams so far, right? Like, first dream was where him and Jesse was the same person. Second dream was about about their role in this world. Seeker Fire says maybe the game is boring because he's been trapped in this box for the whole duration. Sure, yeah, that's a valid point. Okay, before that, Fire also asked, I wonder if the Hiss and Polaris were part of the same identity or thing. You know, that's an interesting question. We should put that in. We should put that in as a question. It's something I'd like to know more about too. So, is the Hiss and is the Hiss and Polaris the same? What did he say? Same identity or thing? Yeah. Okay, so that's a good question, but also earlier we had talked about in the beginning of the game there was a mention when she asked Polaris, "Is the hiss your enemy?" And Polaris did a response, and then she said, "Okay, it's our enemy." You know, so it's like that kind of implies that the Polaris and the hiss were related, but they are enemies. You know, so they could be like two sides of the same creature or something. You might argue that, but it's something we can investigate more. All right, next conversation.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
So that dream kind of implies, like, refers to the end. If you fail to stop the hiss, that's what's going to happen. So that's the. I think he was just talking about the bad ending. You know, the possible bad ending. All right, next dream.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
Okay, so that one has a lot to unpack. Okay, before that, Seeker Fire says he has zero interest in asking her questions and learning about her. Well, yeah, he's done with asking. Like, he's not interested, right? All right, so it's a bit of a stretch, but let's look at it. So he made this character called Mr. Door, who said that there's many worlds, many universes, and that he is shifting between them constantly. If you remember, from Quantum Break, there was this concept of shifters. Shifters were entities that were unstuck from time, like one of the guys from the Monarch was a shifter, right? He existed outside of time, and his name was Mr. Hatch. Mr. Martin Hatch, that was his name. Hatch is a synonym for door. So there is a bit of a parallel there. It is possible that who he encountered was a shifter, someone who could shift between different parallel worlds, parallel realities. And he would be like an advanced shifter, would possibly be able to go through multiple doors, multiple realities. And so like Hatch had said that there are others like him, right? So there are other shifters out there. He wasn't the only one. So it's possible that who he encountered is another shifter similar to Martin Hatch, but who called himself Mr. Door, and he could go into all these different worlds. And he wanted to, obviously, Dylan wants to spread the hiss everywhere because that's what the hiss wants. But the Door, Mr. Door won't allow it. So he's like, which is, very obvious thing, shouldn't allow the hiss to spread everywhere. So likely he's a shifter, right? So then other universes he talked about, he said there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. This is talking about Alan Wake. And in another world, the cop was real, and this is a reference to Max Payne. Because the character that Alan Wake wrote about is Alex Casey. But Alex Casey is almost an exact representation of Max Payne. So in Max Payne's world, Max Payne was real. So when he says there's universes lying inside each other, that's an example of that. Max Payne's universe exists inside the fiction written by Alan Wake, but they are real in their own worlds. This is the concept of relative subjective reality that I keep talking about often. So we just got a reference to potentially Mr. Hatch and potentially Alan Wake and Max Payne. So this is Alan Wake is not just canon in the Control universe, but Max Payne is also canon inside a different reality, right? So that's what this is about.
Under the conceptual reality behind this reality, you must want these waves to drag you away. After this long time for applause, the cliche is death out of time, breaking the...
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now! I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
So this dream is our current state. Like, we are looking at them talk. And that's what he's dreaming about. So he's dreaming this reality, that perspective of that reality. So basically, this kind of implies that he's seeing beyond his physical reality. He's seeing all realities at various points because his mind is unstuck from this. It's not anchored to this one anymore because of possibly because of whatever happened with the hiss, or because of just his own abilities. He is experiencing hyper reality, like his perception has gone hyper real, so he's like beyond just one reality. He's like seeing all of them. Now this offers a question. If all the dreams if some of the dreams he describes are real, like we confirm that Alan Wake is real, Max Payne is real. From our perspective, we know that those exist. Those universes exist somewhere. So if he's dreaming about them, that means, it's not just a dream, he's perceiving other realities. Okay, so if we assume that's true, does that mean that all the dreams he described are true? Is it possible that all the 5 or 6 dreams that he described are some variation in some world? Or possibly true in the world that they're living in? Because some of the dreams he described have happened either in the past or happening right now. So does that mean that his other dreams, like where he becomes a director, is an alternate timeline, where the hiss takes over the world is another alternate timeline? Like those could happen in the future. Like that's a possibility. But what about the dream where he was an ordinary and they were just one person? Is that an alternate reality, or is that true for this reality? Is it possible? Like, this is a theory that I want to put out there. It's a theory that I've heard talked about, and it's something that I thought about many times as well. What if Jesse and Dylan is the same person? What if they were, for reasons that we don't know yet, like there might be other backstories to it, but what if they were just one person when they encountered the slide projector? What if something happened that split them apart? What if they are basically... What if they're basically plural? Like, what if Dylan is the shadow of Jesse? Like, or rather, the shadow and the animus. What if Dylan is the animus of Jesse? Like that, maybe they are related that way, And if that's the case, it's possible that Polaris is part of their system, Like Polaris acted like a protector when the hiss first attacked Jesse earlier in the game, like the beginning of the game. And we were talking about that like it's like the way Polaris reacted was very much like a protector role in a plural system. What if Polaris and Jesse, like, what if and Polaris is visiting both Dylan and Jesse at various times until Dylan started detesting Polaris? But if Polaris, if she was visiting both of them, it kind of means that they're connected somehow. What if, like, Dylan is the part of their combined self that was separated by something? Something to keep in mind. Not gonna write the theory down, but something to keep in mind. I think we exhausted all the dreams. There's no more prompt. Okay. Alright, fine, Polaris. I'll pick this up.
Good to have you back.
So, we just got a jukebox token. Do y'all remember the jukebox? It's a new mission, but we're not gonna do it right now. But do you remember the jukebox? This thing. Remember that? We just got a token that fits in the jukebox, so we can play a record in it.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places. like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought him back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be?
You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
You know, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it?
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Ooh, interesting.
Television proposal. What? Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series that presents superstition and skeptical thoughts as entertainment in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranatural events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranatural concepts on civilian audiences, seeing how they react to certain facts presented as fiction in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs, and it has been off the air for a few years now. If you all remember from Alan Wake, Night Springs was a TV show that was playing occasional. What is that? What
It looked like a giant
is that?
giant flea?
Looks like a giant flea. Yeah. With a big eye. Okay, so it seems like it's located. These are pictures from the astral plane.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Night Springs was a TV show that was in Alan Wake, and so the Bureau is considering rebooting it so that they could test how the public reacts to certain.
There was a document in the room where Emily was.
Analysis of his threat, part 3. Okay. If we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalization, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be a difference if the incantation was recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want to be true. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the hiss is referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There's a clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommended, is beyond idiotic. And there's another one. Timeline of events. Interesting. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in his behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of a lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer. How did the hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does his resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination?
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this.
I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still... human?
Or is he his?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new, but if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you severed their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Better that than what Dylan is now.
I'm shutting it down. This has to end. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
Hi, Jesse.
I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench?
Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. It's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right?
I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that.
I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Hey, listen to this. Containment failure in Panopticon cell 69. Get it? 69.
Wow.
I do not see what is humorous about an escaped paranatural entity originating from cell 69, sir.
But you just said it. Come on, you guys. It's funny.
We reach Tether through control points into the Bureau house. Nexus threshold area codes allow for access. You can translocate fast travel construct through the control points. Okay. This is not new. Why are you telling me now? Okay, fridge. Where are you?
There.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I can enter.
Keep your eyes open, Philip. Keep them open.
Alright, let's do this.
Open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip. There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day. I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benicoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard Bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
Okay.
I'll see you later, Langston.
Let's go deal with the fridge.
There was nothing new in what he said?
No, there was nothing new in what in his. Oh, there we go.
Hello? Jesse?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip? Philip?
Okay, found a new document. Incident in question occurred on blank and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by the security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container, but discovered the refrigerator had blank his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. The behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Filson complied with security's commands to desist. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session. Okay, so this is a fridge owned by the Bureau who this incident happened. I don't know if it's the same fridge as what we're looking at. What?
If I look away, it hurts me.
Like, oh wow. Yeah, it actually reduces your health points if you look away. So you just...
I can't get out, and I can't look away. Maybe I can cleanse it.
Sure, let's try to cleanse this massive fridge. Let's take a look at it first. Look, it's got like pictures.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like kids' pictures on it. I don't have the information on the fridge, but clearly there were kids in the house and a monster. Hey, look at this. There's a floaty squid monster. And a T-Rex and something else there. Interesting.
Flying monster.
So the fridge hurts you if you look away from it, and it probably ate Philip. All right, let's try to cleanse it. Seeker Fire, you might be interested in seeing what we find here. Former. Okay, the sound that we're hearing, it's the same sound that the board makes, but it's being said by something other than the board, something called a former.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. What the fuck?
Okay, take a look at that. Ow. Okay, doesn't this look a lot like that flea creature we saw? Yeah, it looks exactly. Now. He's breaking the... It's breaking the ground I'm standing on. My god, what just happened? Huh, there's explosions now. Interesting.
Yeah, because it's shooting at you.
Okay. Ah, fell through a hole. That's the thing that kills me in this battle every single time, because I can't tell where the holes are.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so something called the former that sounds like the board. Does it mean it was the former board?
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
What the fuck?
Wow, it dodged that. Ow. That didn't work out well. Damn.
What the fuck?
Bad idea. Thought I timed it properly, but I didn't. Oh, come on.
What the fuck?
Okay, got it.
Wait, there's no Black Pyramid here.
Yeah, it's a different astral plane, different side of the astral plane.
The fridge seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Mm-hmm.
How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
So let's look at the new missions he gave us. So he just gave us, where is it? Yeah. So these are the 4 altered items we have to track down and contain. So the Japanese paper lantern, the traffic light, the hand chair, and the moving letters. Which, there's now a whole lot of side quests. So I think we're gonna be stopping now. I think we got a new collectible, actually. Refrigerator. Oh, there we go. No unique procedures required. An Arctic Queen brand electric refrigerator model from the 1960s. No cooling functionality. The door is decorated with crayon illustrations by Blank. The illustrations cannot be removed from the item. All attempts have failed. The paper cannot be burned or torn. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after it survived the collapse of the New York City's Grand Central Hotel, where it served as an appliance in apartment Blank, rented by a man named Blank. It became the subject of local infamy after surviving the building's collapse undamaged. Mr. Blank, who was out of the building at the time of collapse at blank PM, retained ownership of the item until 1974, when the Bureau purchased the item through a false identity. New altered effect has been observed. See file A110F for details. See file A110K for new containment procedures. So, originally, the fridge didn't behave like this. It started behaving like this after a while.
Only if you can reboot the cell door
So
protocol
it kind of implies that maybe when the former went into the fridge, that's when things changed a bit. Something we should keep in mind. Maybe I should put a note down to say who was the former. So today was very revealing, I think, and we learned a lot. Hopefully the viewer in the oldest house learned a lot too. Okay. So, before we head out, I should do a little bit of a overview of the credits for today's recording. We looked through the game control. We had the Bright Falls show that was made by Remedy as well. Then we use these fonts and these music and sounds. Not all of them are used today, but it was used. some of them. The art on this recording was done by myself and by Rifna. You can check out their links over there. Right, some of the seekers are leaving. Thank you for spending your time here. I really appreciated your inputs and conversations. And that concludes our recording on the Oldest House side. And keep an eye out for these devices in the Oldest House. There might be others. I plan to put future ones around so that we continue this analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to think about these things. Stay open-minded and stay curious. We're going to come back with more in the future.